Hello and welcome back to our channel. This is the 9th episode of our story, and today we are diving right into a scene that is just electric with tension. We're in a hospital room, but it's not a place for quiet healing. No, it's a stage for a huge confrontation, where a simple gesture of gratitude is about to go so wrong. And this is the line that lights the fuse. It's spoken by Jordan, a rich, powerful businessman, to James, the young man who just saved his daughter's life. It's a question just dripping with assumption and, honestly, arrogance, and it sets the stage for what comes next. So, how did we even get here? Well, Jordan saw a problem, and he did what he always does. He threw money at it. For him, this whole thing is a transaction. He hands a check to James, and he fully expects that to be the end of it. A payment for services rendered, so he can just dismiss this guy and move on. $150,000. I mean, just think about that. For everybody else in that room, the doctors, the family, this is life-changing money. It's enough to buy a house, start a business, you name it. It's a ticket out of pretty much any financial problem you could imagine. And this is really the key. Everyone's judgment is based completely on how James looks. They see his simple, kind of shabby clothes, and they all jump to the same conclusion: he must be poor. So the logic, in their minds, is easy. A guy like that has to need this money. He'd be crazy to say no. And then the unbelievable happens. James takes the check, gives this little sarcastic smile, and right there, in front of everyone, he just tears it into little pieces. The sound of that ripping paper completely shatters every single assumption in that room. Everybody's just left in stunned silence, their mouths hanging open. See, James's action, it's not just about rejecting cash. It's a statement. It flips the whole scene from a simple money exchange into this deep battle of ideas. This is where the real conflict, money versus honor, explodes onto center stage. With those words, James just lays it all out on the table. He doesn't see that check as a gift. He sees it as an insult, as a humiliation. He's making it crystal clear that his self-respect, his integrity, they're just not for sale. He's working off a code of honor, not his bank account. So right here, you've got these two worldviews just smashing into each other. On one side, you have Jordan. He's a businessman who truly believes that everything and everyone has a price tag. Money is his power. But on the other side is James, who runs on principles like honor and being able to stand on his own 2 feet. For him, personal integrity is everything. And in this moment, those two ways of thinking just can't exist in the same room. And this one single act, it's like a mirror. It shows you who everyone else in the room really is. Jordan, he's furious because his power, his money, is suddenly useless. His daughter Mia and her friend Emma, they're looking at James with total admiration. And the doctors, these respected professionals, they have to admit to themselves that, yeah, they probably would have taken the money. But just as James is walking out, leaving everyone confused and angry, the story takes its biggest turn yet. The most respected person there, Dr. Whitlock, is about to say something that's going to completely reframe the entire situation and probably shatter Jordan's worldview for good. So this is the question just hanging in the air, right? Who is this guy in the shabby clothes with principles made of steel? How can he just toss away what other people would literally dream of having? Jordan's convinced he's just putting on a show. But, oh man, the truth is so much more complicated. And there it is. Dr. Whitlock just drops the main theme of this whole story with one simple, sharp question aimed right at Jordan. It is a total takedown of the shallow judgment that's been driving every single one of Jordan's actions. Then Dr. Whitlock just starts laying out the facts one by one, and for Jordan's ego, they are devastating. He reveals that James's medical knowledge isn't just decent, it's profound, even better than his own. It was James's idea that actually saved Jordan's daughter Mia. And then comes the final chilling blow. Without James, Mia would be dead right now. In a split second, the whole power dynamic in the room just gets flipped upside down. The man Jordan tried to pay off and get rid of like a beggar is suddenly revealed to be the one person he absolutely cannot afford to lose. The tables have turned big time. And get this, the stakes are even higher than a one-time save. Dr. Whitlock explains that Mia's condition is really unique. She's going to need ongoing care, and any future problem could be fatal if it's not treated right away. So the stark, new reality is this.
His daughter's life is completely in James's hands.
I mean, talk about a complete 180. Jordan went from seeing James as a nobody he could just pay to go away to realizing he's an essential expert. He has to go from offering money to make James leave to now figuring out how to practically beg him to stay. Suddenly, all of Jordan's money is completely worthless. So now you have Jordan, a man who is used to solving every single problem with his checkbook, facing a challenge where money has completely failed him. All that arrogance just evaporates, and it's replaced by this cold, calculated desperation. He has to come up with a whole new plan to get something that, for the first time in his life, isn't for sale: James's help. And here's his new plan, the one he gives to his bodyguard. Just notice the change in his strategy. Step 1, find James, now. Step 2 is all about the approach. Treat him with respect, but don't overdo it. The goal isn't to pay him off, it's to hire him. It seems he's learned his lesson, at least on a tactical level.
And really, when you boil it all down, this entire chain of events comes back to one simple thing: misjudgment. Jordan made a classic, massive misjudgment. He formed this strong, totally wrong, and deeply unfair opinion of James based only on how he looked, a prejudice that came from his own belief that money is what makes a person worthy.
And so we're left with this question. Jordan knows James's true value now, sure, but he's already shown him the deepest kind of disrespect. So his new mission isn't just about hiring an expert, it's about trying to earn back the trust of a man he fundamentally insulted. Can his money and power really fix a mistake that was never about money to begin with? If you liked the story, please like and share it and subscribe to the channel to watch future episodes. Thanks for watching.